Hi, this is Lisa Nichols, and welcome to your online home for Abundance Now. And Abundance Now, the movement. I'm so excited to bring to you information about the movement. It's going to be insane. And about my latest book, Abundance Now. See, living abundant is so important. It's more important today than ever before because we learn scarcity and lack. We learn competition and comparison. It's time for us to learn abundance. And the fact that abundance is for everyone. Abundance means bounty, prosperity, plenty, wealth. It means affluence, riches, opulence, and thriving. What I love about that is that type of abundant life is available to everyone, not just a select few. In my book, Abundance Now, I talk about different things on how to become an abundant thinker. In one particular chapter, I focus on how to up-level your game, how to start expanding your energy in every area of your life. The fact that you don't have to master everything. You're gonna love this part. It talks about how you live in your own lane, not someone else's. I'll also share with you the power of being willing to fail. Understanding that in order to fly, you must give yourself permission to fail. And that failing doesn't mean stopping. Failing is an opportunity to learn as well. And that you get to do it afraid. That you get to do it with knees knocking and teeth chattering. And that you get to work through your fear storms. I'll also teach you how the universe celebrates what's already being celebrated. That when you stay rooted in gratitude, all of a sudden you open up the doors for more abundance to come to you. By the way, it's easy to get your copy of Abundance Now. Just click on the order button and it's on its way to you. And in another great chapter, I talk about creating abundant relationships. After all, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your relationships. In your final days, you won't think about another business deal. You won't think about another strategy session. You'll determine, did I say thank you enough? Did I say I love you enough? Did I forgive fast enough? Did I apologize soon enough? You'll be more committed to the ROI in your relationships, the return on investment. I talk about in this chapter how you want to choose relationships that make you stand on your tippy toes, that call you to the greatest version of yourself. Oh, and there's a juicy part in this particular chapter about your love relationships being in one of three categories. They're either lifetime, life-giving, or purposeful. This insight alone has been the foundation to hundreds, thousands of breakthroughs around love relationships. And then I also talk about in this chapter how to assemble your breakthrough team. You don't want to miss this. Also in the book, I talk about your work. After all, that occupies so much of our day. I talk about the fact that you have a life assignment. There's a life assignment that commands your time, your talent, and your treasures. And whether your job is serving as an investor to your breathtaking future, or your job has to be that thing that you call your divine assignment, that we get real clear on that. I discuss with you the drain game, how to stay infused, enthused, and inspired by what you're doing. Now, can we talk about money for a minute? I've dedicated a whole chapter to this subject. Why? Because money is a dignified conversation. Say those words. Money is a dignified conversation that we need to be comfortable having more often. I talk in this chapter about how do you create prosperity. And to create prosperity, you must first create a new relationship with money. A relationship that detaches from your past, detaches from the relationship that your parents had with money, detaches from the relationship that you may have had as a child, detaches from the breakdowns of the past that you had with money, to create a new relationship with money from this moment forward. I spend a lot of time really deep diving because this was one of the areas that I personally needed to have the biggest breakthrough in. I was constantly making my future abundance pay for my past scarcity. And it wasn't until I had a new shift, I created a new definition of financial success, and I adopted that definition. I refer to it here as the Harvard endowment model because that's what it is. Money is necessary to live a prosperous life. How much though? We'll discuss that. What do you need to live the life you want? And then I'll give you the financial readiness assessment. You're gonna love this. You're gonna jump in and play full time. As a matter of fact, throughout this entire book, when you read this book from end to end and you do every exercise, it's equivalent to a workshop with me. So you are an active participant in your own rescue, your own breakthrough, your own quantum leap to your next level of possibility when you do the exercises. And I've created it in such where you will have a breakthrough around your finances, your prosperity, your own abundance as you read the book. Once you've taken the assessment, it's time to start bringing in the cash or bringing in additional revenue, bringing in more abundance, and we'll talk about how you do that. So just know, it's easy for you to get a copy of the book. Just click on the button on this page and you'll have it. And in another chapter, I want you to start living abundantly in the present moment. That's the whole concept of now. So many times we wait until out there. We talk about potential. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to discuss in this book who you can be in the future. I'm going to discuss in this book who we get to be in our now. Live in the now while building your future. Act as if you've already achieved total prosperity. I'll show you some ways to do that. I give you some real great tips that I used as I was building my life of prosperity, and as I still do. I'm going to share with you some personal stories that I've never shared before, that you haven't heard on stage and you haven't read in a book, about what did it take for me to go from public assistance to going public? What did it take for me to go from not being able to feed my child to being able to feed hundreds, thousands of people? What did that look like? My success is no secret. There's no gift in me holding in what I did. So I'm going to share with you the techniques in this book on how you can move past where you would normally stop, how you can live your abundance every day, then leave it behind as a legacy for others to build their life on. So you can build up a solid foundation called you so that others can stand on your shoulders. Now, when you do order, I've got special gifts for you. And because I made them free, please don't discount their value. They are incredible. You can read about them on this webpage and on the back of the book when you receive it. These are unique items designed to help you live more abundantly right now, love more fully right now, work more passionately, and benefit more financially, wherever you are in life and more than you ever have before. These are unique items designed to help you live more abundantly, love more fully, work more passionately, and benefit more financially than you ever have before. And then even bigger than a book, it's about the Abundance Now movement. It's time for you and I and thousands of others around the world to lift the consciousness of abundant living and an abundant life now. We have the ability where 3 are gathered, 5 are gathered, hundreds are gathered, thousands are gathered, shift must occur. And we're defining the new definition of abundance. So please, this is your online home for Abundance Now. Go check out the movement so you can be part of something amazing, something spectacular, something that you've been waiting for. Check it out. I can't wait to see you on the other side as an ambassador.